up, sacrifice their position to sell here, take the price higher, and then in the future, they are going to take those positions back, right? Just like that, lower and lower. How you doing, everybody? Stock Option Sniper here. I hope you all had an amazing trading day. The market was a bit tricky today because we seen pre-market, everything was down, and then it literally ripped right back up, right? So even today, I called out SPY puts on my team. We broke even, and I took the trade myself. I found that beautiful setup. So what happened? Just like that, right? I found my UTAD thinking that we were gonna keep going down, right? Perfect setup right here. Had my structure in my 2 hours. Structure in my 2 hours. Waited for price to come up there, which it did. Waited for that rejection. Confirmed it at the 5 minutes. Break of the structure, right? Break of the structure. Break of the structure. Had my UT right here. Had my UT. Had my UTAD taking all the liquidity of this area, right? Of this area. Took all that liquidity. Thought it was gonna go down, but what happened? Kept ripping right back up, and that will happen. But I did have my stop loss, and everything turned out beautiful regardless of the outcome, because I knew regardless if it's gonna go my way and or not my way, I'm totally fine with it, right? I killed it throughout this week. I'm not gonna cry over about this, right? I'm not gonna cry over about a break even. So my team was also the same thing. Congratulations to one of my teammate. She took SPY calls, right? She capitalized that it was not a put day, so it was great on her part. She did not get emotional, and she made a huge killing. So shout out to her. But today I'm gonna talk about the markup and why this is so important. So I came up with this topic because I had a friend today, and he was basically saying, "Oh, it's super extended now," and he's seen that little rejection, probably in the 1 minute. I didn't get into details, but he's like, it's over. Let me put it in one screen. SPY. Right? So you know how retail traders are. It's normal, right? So we get emotional. We think that we see that everything is overbought. It's been extended all the way up. And what happened? Now it's time to take puts. He sees this. What happened? I told him, listen, brother, listen, that's not it right there. That's not it. That's literally a pullback in order for it to go higher. And literally what happens? He pulled back. I don't know if he took it, but he probably up. Gave him that cookie effect. Went back up. He tried to take puts, by the way. So he's up on his play. He went back up, went back down. He's probably panicking at this point because he's he's super happy at this point because the market is going up, going down in his favor. And what happened? I told them it was just an accumulation. This line is, I believe it was the zone that the area that I had where this needed to be broken, where that reversal is going to happen, and it did that overnight. And today I seen that was going to be going higher when I seen the stock trading above there, and it never broke the structure right here. Right, this is in a lower time frame. Never broke up here, so I said, "Wow, okay, we're gonna go up higher. Don't take it." What happened? He probably took it. I don't know. But regardless of what happened, I warned them. I gave him my perspective, and hopefully he took profit, right? So I'm gonna show you guys that Wyckoff accumulation. Today's about the Wyckoff reaccumulation, right? It's about the markup, Wyckoff markup. So right now I'm looking to be bullish. At this point, I am, right? I'm looking to be bullish. Why? Because I do have another zone. My zone here was broken. I have the structure is broken. It's no longer valid. So what does that mean? I can take this to calls and tell my student, which I have here, right? I have here to go back to this zone. And can I see a fall down? Maybe, I don't know, but I can tell them, hey, take calls. We're gonna go up here. We're gonna fill that imbalance. There's an imbalance there as well, so we can go up there and mitigate those. And the next orders that I see is right here. This is the next liquidity point around this area. You guys already know what I mean by that, but it's up here at this point, right? So we have individuals like my friend, not trying to harpoon him because you guys are going to learn this as well, right? Because I used to do this. When I think, I kind of laugh now I'm saying it. Before, when I used to see the market extended like this, oh, it has to go down now, and you keep on trying to, right? Oh, but we've been going up, we've been going up, we've been going up. Oh, this is it, this is it. We're going down. Next thing you know, it was just to create to go up higher, and what happened? Runs without you. Gave you that cookie effect, right? Because in this scenario, I guess they call it overextended. So what happened? Once you get those down move, it's overextended. Now we got to go back down and fall. But what happened? It was just a mark up for it to go even higher, to grab liquidity around this area, right? To fill the imbalances around this area, right? For the price to go up higher, or you can say pullback, right? Grab liquidity here, all the liquidity here, and what happened? Boom, go back up. Sacrifice their position to sell here, take the price higher, and then in the future, they are going to take those positions back, right? Just like that, lower and lower. But right now, I do see our structure being broken. Well, my structure here, and I do see it taking the liquidity from 397 spot here, 379, right? I do see that, and at the end of the day, regardless if I'm right or wrong, I'm always gonna have risk management. So it's either break even or I lose 1%. It's not gonna hurt me, to be honest, right? Compared to losing my entire account. So that's not it. So I do see a reaccumulation. I can see prices. I can scalp the price, how to go up here and then go all the way down lower. I can see price breaking my structure in, going up higher, and go to that area, liquidate everyone here. And what happened? Now we fall. It's possible, right? They probably have some catalyst BS, and this is where people's like, wow, they faked us again, which they've been doing here in this scenario, right? Look at that. Perfect example right here. Oh, we're bullish now. We've been going down for so long. Right here. We're bullish now. We're respecting the trend line. What happened? Freaking pre-market tanked everything, right? So I can set definitely I can definitely see this. I'm gonna keep a warning at all times. My team and I is always gonna stay sharp. The community is always gonna get my perspective first before anybody else because they invest in my skills, right? So I'm just saying this is the mark up. You guys or everyone that keeps thinking that okay, we've been overextended, cut that shit out. Like I mean it, right? You guys need to understand where liquidity is, and just you talking to me like that literally says that you don't know what you're doing. You saying that it's overextended or overbought, like please do not come up to me with that. And I respect your perspective, but please do not come up with me with that because a trader a trader or experienced trader will never see things like that because it's overextended. Seriously, will not. Like a real trader will never say that. And they know better to come to me and say that. Right? So what's happening here is once you see price like that, like we're on a downtrend like this, right? Like what's going on here, what happened today? We see that structure, that low down move was broken. This structure right here, it was broken above, and price starts trading like that. That's a mark up to go higher and higher and grab more liquidity. And this is when they think, oh, we're gonna go down. What happened? Another mark up, right? I'm gonna share this with you guys. If this never breaks structure, you see this entire thing. This is entire structure. If this price never go below that, guys, we're still bullish, right? We are still bullish. I teach you guys this all the time. All the time. I teach you guys about liquidity. I talk about it over and over. And I guess I'm gonna keep talking it over because some of us is still not paying attention, right? I feel like we have to learn a much more way where we have to blow our account in order for like, okay, I think this guy makes sense now. I'm gonna finally take this seriously what this guy's saying. Like, why does he have to go through that? Just backtest it. That also shows me you're not backtesting your strategy. You're only jumping into trade and depending on other people, right? Like this right here, perfect example. I'm gonna make this very quick, you guys. I just want to make this video because I know not everybody's not everybody has this information. I'm not trying to harpoon anybody, but he is my friend, and my friend, if you're watching this, I respect you, I love you, and I want nothing but the best for you. That's why you are my friend, right? But you know better to do that. That was a very very inappropriate to say that the market was extended, right? We know all the liquidities is lying here. So what happened? It bounces up, right? Oh, that's amazing. right? We had a market imbalance here, right? We create that in a, hang on, it won't let me move it. We had that form of SND, right? Once we touch that SND, what happened? It goes up, right? Because there was an order block that he had to be filled here. Once it filled that order block, touch that demands, you create that as a demand zone, sacrifice their position, buying up more position here. So they're like selling to trick people because you have to understand retail. Remember, retail trader trade in support and resistance. That's just how they trade, support resistance. I'm not saying it doesn't work. I'm just saying this is what happens, right? They trading in that zone, support and resistance, right? Price go up. Now the composite man takes advantage of that. Why they take advantage? Because they know it's trading in the zone, and they know once it break that support, they know a ton of retail traders gonna sell. Why? Because it broke critical support. It broke a support. Of course, it's gonna keep tanking, right? So what they do is the composite man opens up a bunch of sell position. Once they open up that sell position, this becomes a transfer of weak hands to strong hands. So now liquidating everybody to try to take puts around this area. Once they liquidate that, now once they grab all the liquidity, now they're going to take the price higher. And once that happens, they start breaking across that, and the trend just keep coming. And the individual that keeps thinking we're going short now are so confused, thinking what happened, creating that mark up. I hope you guys understood that, right? That's a mentorship stuff right there, but you're all very welcome. And to all my traders, to all my students, you guys know that it's okay, right? But that's what it is, right? They trade support and resistance. In any exchange in the market, there has to be a buyer and a seller, right? So what happens is that they're selling, the selling broke that resistance. Once they broke it, they sell some more, open a position, sacrificing their positions here. Once they do that, grab all the liquidity around this area. People think it's gonna go down even lower, and boom, what happens? Break that channel or that resistance and take the price higher and the mark up. Once they see a downtrend in a lower time frame like this, now they're like, okay, it's overextended. We gotta go puts. Nope, that was a pullback, grabbing more liquidity around here. So what happens? Take it higher, shaking off the weak hands to strong hands, right? That those weak hands, they're shaking them off, right? This is that spring and a Wyckoff. This is why it's so important to understand Wyckoff, because Wyckoff is basically giving you the understanding when the stock is trading like this in a certain accumulation, right? That's why it's called Wyckoff accumulation, right? Or Wyckoff distribution. It gives you that when the stock is trading in such, you're going to wait for that weak hands or strong hand transfer. And once you know it breaks structure and it's trading above that structure, you know that's a mark up for it to go higher. And when it's like this breaking structure and in a lower time frame, you see things like this, you know this is a mark down where the price is going to go lower. Because the moment it broke the structure right here, like this blue, right? That structure, this entire structure, when it broke below that and it's trading below that, not above that, you know you're still in a downtrend, still waiting for more Wyckoff distribution to happen to take the price lower. And not only that, you're also confirming that there's more liquidity here around this area, right? Around this area. You can say this too, right? Everybody just trying to force long because it's overextended. Force long because it's overextended. What happened? Those individuals trying to take longs are just getting their account blown up. I have a demand zone here. What happens? We take that too. Zones never hold. You guys see that? So it's very important to understand this. Guys, watch my new video on the Golden Goose. You'll definitely have an understanding where you are in the current market. So you can open up your laptop and you can literally say, where am I right now? Instead of saying, okay, well, what's the play for today? No, 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 no. I'm going to make you guys independent. Those who have been watching my video up to this point, I know some of you guys are literally such a great trader. You guys are sending me photos and proof that you guys are literally killing with the same exact strategy that you're watching for free. Insane. I'm going to talk about my mentorship, but you guys do not need my mentorship. I'm going to tell you, there's individuals that learn in a very detailed way, and I respect that, everybody learn at their own pace. Some individuals need more work. Sometimes me talking in a video like this doesn't work. And those individuals that are, that are just watching videos like, okay, I understand, they're putting in the time and the effort. Hey, I'm glad you guys are learning it. But you really do not need my mentorship. I give everything out for free. I give everything out for free. And if you do want the mentorship, it's in my description. It's called Patreon, and I do classes there. We do one-on-one. We can also do, if you still don't understand those one-on-one, I go more deeper into it. I go more deeper into details and talk about it with you in a personal Zoom, right? We create a personal Zoom, excuse me, and whatever you don't understand, I'll help you more in details. Whatever you need, answer your questions, right? So as you understand here, the moment the stock, the moment the stock trades below that structure that it just broke, you know you're in a downtrend. Why the hell would you keep trying to force long? And you know that it's grabbing liquidity. And it's crazy how the market is giving this to us for free, right? And we're just not understanding what's going on, or we don't take our due diligence to do our part, which is to learn these strategies. That's why the market will always reward the individuals that have the setup, individuals that are disciplined. Look at this. I teach you guys this all the time. Same thing, everything. Did he touch the price? No. Good. Okay, didn't touch the price. No problem. So we keep on sticking to that strategy, right? We don't FOMO into a trade. We wait for a setup to happen, right? What happened? Did it touch? Did it touch our zone, our SND? No. You guys see what's going on here, right? What about this one, right? Wait for price to come up there. Did price go up there? No, it didn't. You guys see what's happening here? I hope you guys see what's happening here. So the price is literally, we're missing the play itself, but overall everything else, like we're sticking to our plan and strategies. You guys see that? Like I literally showed you guys in real time on what's happening. Actually, I messed up on this. It's actually here, right? And that's the form of SND right here. And you wait for price to come back up. That's literally it. Literally, this entire thing was a structure, and you had to wait for price to come back up to touch that price, right? This entire fake move, whatever you want to call it, that was the structure, and you find the form of SND, and that price itself, literally, when it touched that, you make that happen, right? You make that happen. What am I trying to say here? You just wait for your play. You just wait for your setup to happen. You become patient. You do not FOMO, right? This is another structure right here, right? You wait your impulse structure, whatever you want to call it. You find your form of SND, right? Price are that last up move before the down move. So we're gonna have to create that candle right there, that green hammer candle right here, right? That's what we want. And the price barely touched it, but overall you are in that trend. Actually, the price did touch it. Excuse me, is this green candle right here, right? So you missed three. What is that? Three setup. You missed it. One, two, three. Two setup, and you had this baby one, and all you had to do was wait for price to touch. Find that UTAD liquidating this structure, and what happened, right? Guys, this is you have to pay attention to these things because we're forcing play that are not supposed to be forced. I have a video on stop forcing. We love to force things because they're extended. Guys, that's not a valid play. Every time, imagine you keep saying, yo, this is let's say the daily, right? Yo, we've been down. We've been getting beat up. Oh, it's finally bullshit. We're getting beat up. You held your play because we already know most retails are greedy. I'm not saying smart money traders are not greedy, but it's mostly our retails. The individuals that are in this Discord taking place, they usually don't know when to get out of a play. So all they can do is hold. So what happened? They hold the play in this scenario for the past 3 days. They're like, I'm making money. I'm holding this crap, right? Not listening to their mentor saying that, I'm holding. They're making money. They're happy. But overall, what happened? You were in a freaking downtrend. This literally right here was just a U-tag, right? This was a UTAD right here, liquidating all these things. That parabolic green that you see right here, this was a UTAD right here. And this green candle was the SC, just a test. Breaking that structure, just barely breaking that structure. You guys see that? Right? So you have to understand this. And once things like that happen, boom, right? I hope you guys see that. You had to wait for your price to come up, wait for that move. That would have been a beautiful play here. You guys see that? Now it went down. You just confirmed this in the Wyckoff. You probably took a losing trade here. You would have took a trade thinking this was the UT, this red candle. Take a loss. But overall, you knew where the trend was going. And boom. Right? This will happen sometimes. It's okay. I'd rather have you guys get the trend wrong once than get it multiple times and forcing plays over and over and over and over. You guys see that? So it's very important for you to understand where the trend is going, especially when it's breaking structure, right? Breaking structure. So this made this down move. Now we have this candle breaking this entire high and low, and we see the price trading above that. That's not saying extended, now we're falling. That's grabbing liquidity or filling up some of the imbalances here to take the price higher. And you're like, what the hell just happened? I thought it was overextended. And it's going to keep doing it to you over and over. Right? Guys, I just wanted to share that with you. Like I said, I want to make this video quick. And I know you guys, to some of you guys, I know you love me so much because I keep on repeating and repeating everything. But it's very, very important you do understand this. And like one of my friends who said, you know, it's overextended now. Like you have to understand these things. We're not in puts right now. Right now, the market literally broke structure, and you're still want to take in puts. Like look at this. The moment we broke up, I even lost the trade. Right? I took a break even on that -1. You guys seen it? I think I deleted it. The moment we broke above here, right? The moment we broke above here, that candle rejection, you know it's gonna go higher. And the moment it never went back down, right? Never it went back down. You know that this right here is just literally grabbing liquidity around this area for individual to try to take puts. And we know there's a lot of orders here for the individual that are taking puts, right? An individual that took calls here, what happened? Shook them off. They think it's gonna go down. Another with support and resistance, and what happened? Grab the liquidity, go up higher. Everyone that had puts is probably happy, like I'm holding. What happened? Boom, liquidated higher and higher, right? It's a mark up. And like I said, not financial advice, do your own due diligence. I do see this taking more liquidity around 379, and then we can definitely see more lower down move, right? Or we can even go all the way up here, depending. But I don't predict the market. I literally just go with my strategy, and I stick. I'm very disciplined, and that's what's making me successful in my students and my community with the plays, right? Because we don't try to predict where the market is going. We are not market fortune tellers. We literally just whatever the market gives us, whatever footprint, because we are smart money footprint trader, whatever those footprints are, we study them and we capitalize and go with the trend because the trend is our friend. Guys, I know it was a very quick video. I hope you guys liked the video, and please just stop forcing things and start creating scenarios where it's overextended. No, 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 no. Please do not. Right? And yeah, guys, I hope once again you trade safely, follow your setup, regardless of whatever your setup, put a risk management behind it at all times. And that's all I have for you guys. Also, if you are not yet like and subscribe right now. I have a lot of videos coming out. Also, I appreciate each and every one of you that are supporting me on my merch side, representing the stock option sniper candlesticks with the scope logo, right? We're just sniping those entries and exits. So I appreciate each and every one of you. There's a lot of products here. You can check them out. At this point, I appreciate you guys are supporting, and you know, do what you do best. Stick to your strategy. Stick to your plan. Keep on doing it over and over until you refine it to its finest, right? Peace, fam.